So if you're watching this video, it's probably because, like most of us, especially in the beginning phases, you're struggling with being consistent. You have on one side this desire to eat better, make better choices, to go for your walks, and to go to the gym. But you feel like no matter what you do, you get started, you get some momentum, you start getting some results, and then life gets in the way. Work gets busy, kids get busy if you have kids, something gets in the way. First, I want to say that is extremely common. It is rare in my 15 years of coaching that I have worked with someone that doesn't struggle with this both in the beginning and just at times throughout their journey. You're probably seeing a trend because this is probably not your first program. And the trend you're probably seeing is that life will continually get in the way. Work will always be busy. Kids will always take all your free time. There will always be something fighting for this time for your health and fitness. And so you may be feeling hopeless right now. Like maybe I'm not supposed to be healthy. I don't know what it is that other people that are healthier have that I don't, but maybe they don't have the same kind of schedule I do. I want to tell you with all the love in my heart, and the truth here is to heal, not to cut. It is not to berate you, but that is a lie that you have been believing. Because like me and like everyone else that you see is healthy and seems to be having an easier time doing it, I am telling you right now, 15 years of coaching, right? So I have exponentially more repetitions than the average person because of coaching. And I still have my struggles with health and fitness. I still have these, 5 to 10 pounds of body fat that I want to lose. I still have days where the last thing I want to do is work out. It's a handful of them every single month. I still have aches and pains that leave me feeling frustrated and leave me wondering, am I ever going to be free of this chronic pain? I still have these days where I'm choosing between, can I work out right now? Or I have these things I have to get done, whether it's around the house or for work or both. And I have a hard time choosing those things, between those things. And so I want you to know I get it, but what I also want you to know is that life will never stop getting in the way. It just won't. There will always be something. And this is the hard truth that I want you to hear. I'm coming from the most loving place that I can. It's not your circumstances that have to change. It's you. You have to change your actions despite your circumstances. You have to find a way to tie your shoes and still go for a walk even though it's the last thing that you want to do right now. You have to still find a way to go to the gym, to sacrifice just a little bit of time because you're worth that time. And you know what? To not do that is going to get you in the very same place that you were when you first started and when you first reached out to me to work with me. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. Like, did you expect life to not get in the way anymore because you declared you wanted to get healthier? If anything, I've experienced the quite opposite happen. That life seems to get more in the way when we make those declarations, either to ourselves or to other people. And so you cannot wait for work to slow down, because if it's not work, it's going to be the holidays, it's going to be summertime, there's always going to be something. And we tend to do that, and here's another hard truth. We tend to blame work and the seasons and our lack of motivation because it feels better on our ego. Because to do that means we don't have to accept the fact that it's us choosing our actions. And here's the thing, if you can get over that part and just swallow that jagged pill of this is my fault. I am the one choosing this. Yes, work has been especially busy right now, but I'm the one that's choosing to go home instead of to the gym. I'm the one choosing to not go for a walk. I'm the one that's still putting the foods in my mouth that I know are getting me further from my goals. If you can just swallow your pride and accept that, what you will find on the other side is the power to actually do something about it. I'm going to tell you a little story. So I can remember, and this is a story to really help drive this home. I can remember it was like my late teens, early 20s. I really wanted to get healthier. I wanted to, because I had experienced a little bit of the transformative power of working out and eating a little better. but I would always fall back into my old ways. For me, a lot of it was social because all my friends were drinking, and so I wanted to do that, right? And then I just kind of got tired of it, and so I would a lot of times get a little bit of results, get complacent, and then take like 6 months off, and then start over. And I can remember, I don't remember how old I was, but it was like late teens, early 20s. I think it was like late teens, right around 20 years old. I can remember just feeling so sick of wondering where could I be right now had I just stuck with it. And I bet you've wondered the same thing. Like, dang it, where could I be if I just stuck with it this time? I'm going to offer you probably the simplest yet the most impactful tactic that you can start implementing today that completely transformed my discipline. Because that was when I was about 20. And so I would have bouts of better discipline, but I would still struggle with it. And so fast forward to 2021, December of 2021. Same place. I want to be more disciplined in every area of life. And so what I did was I committed to doing 10 minutes of intentional movement every single day for the entire year of 2022, all 365 days. Now, instantly I felt a lump in my throat, like this is not going to be easy. And I started to think about all the other times I failed. And I also felt this temptation of 10 minutes is not going to do anything for me. It's not going to transform my fitness. But I had to have the humility to embrace the fact that nothing else had worked up to this point. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. And so I did it. And you know what? In March of that year, I had been going strong, and then in March I got sick. Life got in the way. So what did I do? Instead of going, I can't do anything, and I would give up, I committed to this goal, and I wanted so badly to have that new level of discipline. So I went for a walk, and I walked while I was sick. And there were some nights where it was the most half-assed 10 minutes exactly of stretching at night because I just couldn't get anything else in that day, but I did it. And I will never forget the feeling of completing my workout on December 31st, New Year's Eve of 2022, when I had completed my 365th straight bout of 10 minutes of intentional movement every day. Was my fitness in a completely different place? No, not really. But my discipline was. Think about that. I transformed my discipline by committing to a smaller amount of work every day. Maybe that's your problem. Maybe you're thinking you can't be successful unless you're at the gym for an hour and eating nothing but chicken breast and broccoli. If that would have worked by now, it would have worked by now. So since it doesn't work, maybe we should think about doing something else. Maybe like me, you need a healthy dose of humility. And you need to accept the fact that you need to start smaller. And so what I want you to do, I linked a workout in the description of this video. I want you to commit to doing this 10-minute circuit at least 3 days per week. It's 10 minutes. Don't say you don't have the time, because it's 10 minutes. I guarantee you have 10 minutes. And what you're going to find is it's not the time that you've lacked. It's the willingness to do it despite your circumstances not being ideal. It's the willingness to do it at 9 o'clock at night because you had a really busy day at work. But because you committed to those 3 days a week, you got to do it. It's the willingness to do it when you feel like you're not getting results. Because it's easy to stay committed to something when you feel like you're not getting results. It's easy to stay committed to your spouse when they are loving towards you. It's harder to stay committed to them when they're not. That's how I want you to approach this. You are committed to this for better or worse. Because to only be committed to your health and fitness when situations are ideal and circumstances are perfect and things aren't getting in the way is exactly what got you in this position to begin with. It's exactly where I was prior to 2022. I promise you that if you can commit to 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week, and then make everything else a bonus, 6 months from now or shorter, your discipline and your ability to do it anyway will be in a completely different place. I know you can do it because there's nothing special about me, and I did it. And I didn't have me. You have me.